This is not a gimmick, I promise. I used Apple Earpods to mix my new EP that you can listen to right now and see for yourself. It's called Practically Abandoned. Now this is what happened. I was at the gym listening to the final versions of all of my songs for this EP, and I was using these earbuds, hoping that they would sound good and that I could finally release this EP. Now, is my recommendation to everybody to use these when mixing or making your music? And that'd be a solid no. These are good. They helped me get a new perspective, although from an unorthodox solution. But I honestly was like, if I can get my music sounding good on these, they're gonna sound good anyway.
Can't make this feeling last forever, but I know that I feel better when I'm with you. Can't make this feeling last forever, but I know that I feel better when I'm with you.
The lesson from this, aside from realizing that you need to take time when you're mixing music, I think the more important lesson is if you're in an environment that is inaccurate, if you're in an environment that is telling you something that is not true, you will make inaccurate decisions. And that's what I realized. Going back to the studio, on the speakers that I use, there's a knob on the back that, since I realized this, I've turned it up. I did that because when I make mixing decisions, previously that knob was turned one notch down, so I boosted the high end in my mixes. I was compensating for the inaccuracies of my environment. In the end, I actually mixed all of my songs on this. The final mixes I referenced using earbuds. This was the environment in which I listened. Now, they don't do too good in the bass and the low frequencies, so there were still some inaccuracies, and I probably made some inaccurate decisions in the low end, which is ironic because it all started with the high frequencies. But this metaphor of mixing and being in the right environment and understanding how an inaccurate environment can affect your decisions is something that I'm going to continue to think about, because I'm in an environment that is restrictive and creativity is not the best option. And I'm soon going to be transitioning to a different environment, and it's got me thinking a lot about what kind of choices I am going to make, what kind of videos I'm going to make, what kind of music I'm going to make. In the end, I learned the problem sometimes isn't just us. It's our environment. And sometimes you need to get a new perspective on who you are, or where you are, or the people that you're around, to see things or hear things or experience things from a different perspective entirely. And that will, in and of itself, help you make different and hopefully better decisions. And realize that there's value to who you are and that you're good. The song that I've been playing under this whole video is called Stumbling to My Grave. And goodness, it's just about me trying to figure out life, but having hope in God and walking that out in a meaningful way, something that I'm still trying to understand every day. I hope that you listen to it, and I hope that when you do, it gives you a new perspective. I love you.